Hi, my name is Mrs. Chase, and I am the sixth grade language arts teacher. What I'm going to do for curriculum night is go over, in general, the expectations for class, as well as the material we will be going over, as well as Schoology. So, what your child needs to bring to class every day for remote learning is a writing notebook and a vocabulary notebook. So, just like this writing notebook, and a vocabulary notebook would be great, the blue quarter one folder, and a novel to read in class. The textbook we use is the StudySync Reading and Writing Companion. Some of it will be online and some of it will be in the book. For the first story we're doing, The Treasure of Lemon Brown, it is online and not in the book. Just a friendly reminder to kids also to charge your Chromebooks at night. Okay, for homework in remote learning, students need to read every day, 20 minutes a day. Students will be expected to complete the first quarter bingo card, which came home in the blue folder, as well as I will show you where you can find it in Schoology. They also need to choose a book to read for their book project for quarter one. There are 7 choices, of which they choose one, also in Schoology and in the blue folder. The majority of assignments will be completed during the block. If they do not complete it during the block, then it becomes homework. If your child is absent, it is the responsibility of your child to complete the missing work from class that day. I have been recording kind of Zoom summaries so they can listen to the summary of the Zoom that day, as well as get the assignments from the folder for that specific day. The subject matter, students will be focusing on reading strategies, writing skills, vocabulary, and grammar. Students will maintain their writing and vocabulary notebooks. And the 2 novels that we will be reading as a class are Ghost by Jason Reynolds, which came home with you in the blue folder for quarter one. And the other book we will be reading is The Giver by Lois Lowry. The Giver we do at the end of the year, and then we do a read aloud called A Long Walk to Water, and we read that alongside with a water unit in science. So I'm hoping we'll be back in school when we do A Long Walk to Water. And in the past, we have raised money for a well to build in Sudan. And we raised over $1,500 for a well in Sudan, which was pretty awesome for our school. Here is a little bit of the Long Walk to Water and what we will be reading about. It's a nonfiction story about 11-year-old Selva and him growing up during a civil war in Sudan. So here's a short little preview. Okay, so the next slide that's the book that we'll be reading and we'll be talking quite a bit about. So if you start to hear about the Civil War in Sudan, that is the nonfiction piece we're reading on Selva's story. And last but not least, here's the grading scale. It's 60, 70, 80, 90, A, B, C, D, and 59 and below is an F, failing. Here, if you have any questions, you can contact me at achase@nsd2.com. I'm going to jump over now into what your child sees every day. And right here, you will see the agenda for the day, as well as the different assignments or the topics we will be going over. On the left side for you guys, it will say grades, and you click on the grades and you can see your child's grade in each and every class when you're in the class. If you click on the D2 up here, it will show you any missing assignments on the right-hand side. As you go down, they're in folders. And here's the Welcome to Sixth Grade, where you will find the materials that I was talking about before, where you have the copy of the quarter one book projects, the bingo, as well as steps to hold a book on hold in our Destiny library. So here's your book projects, and here's where your child gets to choose the book projects of their choice. And the due date is October 21st, 2020. They do get to choose their book, although it may not be a graphic novel. They can read graphic novels for their 20-minute reading time. The book project may not be done with a graphic novel, such as Diary of the Wimpy Kid. Here you have the reading bingo that they should be doing all during first quarter. So here's the different boxes that they will be filling in and dating when they finish them. So book bingo is due at the end of the quarter as well. So your child will have, that's the welcome to sixth grade, and that's where you will find some of the quarter one documents. Here you can see they are by weeks, and each assignment is under here. So if I go to week 2 and I click on Monday, it tells you here's the assignment, I wonder, and here's the Zoom summary. It will show you the summary of what we talked about in class. It's 3 to 4 minutes long. Here is the bell ringer that we do every week, and when you open up the bell ringer, it is click on here, and then it opens in Kami. And you can see each day they do one thing. Monday is a famous inspiration. They respond to a quote. Tuesday is vocabulary pertaining to what we are working on. Wednesday is figurative language. The first piece of figurative language we're reviewing is a simile. Then it's creative writing, where they implement or carry out the figurative language that they learned about. They'll incorporate it in their writing. And then Critical Thinking Friday and Something I Learned. So that's what the bell ringers are when you're seeing bell ringers for each week. I'd like to compliment your kids. They have been awesome. They have been patient and flexible, and we have worked together. They have contacted me with questions. They have Zoomed very well, their behavior during Zoom. They have come and sought me for questions and working together later on. So I can say nothing but wonderful things as we learn how to use Schoology and adapt to this new remote learning. It has been an absolute pleasure, and I cannot wait to meet them in person. So again, if you have any questions or concerns, I tried to do a quick overview of what we're doing first quarter and where to find information on Schoology. If you have any questions, feel free to email me anytime your questions or concerns at achase@nsd2.com. Have a great night. Thanks. Bye.